wasn't looking for action, just some distraction, just a little weeknight, booth in the back. I wasn't looking for romance, just a quick slow dance, and the off chance that an off night and a side glance might lead me to the wrong head.
Y'all. Gosh, I love when I hit go live and OBS immediately decides to take a shit. Oh boy! We're doing so swell, so great. Less than a minute in. I love it! It fits with the vibe of the past week, which do trust we will chat about here. Sure. Alright, let me get some going live notifications out real quick. Alright, hey, let us see here. It's PNG Tuber Tuesday. Starting Luke Hero. Wee! I do quite enjoy this game. So this isn't... We'll talk about it. But like, I'm definitely not new to this particular game. Okay. Ooh, I think I still have a few things. Oh, I left Sony Vegas open here. Oopsies. Was doing a little early morning video editing. Alright, hey, there we go. Closed captions, I'm not gonna forget this time. I probably am gonna forget something else, but I'm not gonna forget the closed captions at least. Wee! It's like I always say, like, I always forget something, but what that something happens to be, you know, that'll tend to vary. Okay. Close off that. Right, let's hop on over to Blue Sky and post going live notification there. And of course, I do have a sleepy puppy in my lap who's hopefully gonna take a real good long nap today.
I wasn't looking for action, just some distraction, just a little weeknight, booth in the back. I wasn't looking for romance, just a quick slow dance, and the off chance that an off night and a side glance might lead me to the wrong head.
Oh, some of these gifts. Okay, so hey y'all, how the heck are we doing today? I hope you're all doing so great and swell and fine and better than I have been as of lately. So yeah, it's been quite a fuck of a week, to put it lightly. People keep fucking dying. If people could stop dying for like just a month, that would be so swell. So yeah, if y'all are in the Discord, which if you have not joined yet, shameless plug there in the chat. In the past like couple weeks, we got the news that my grandmother passed away, which, you know, her health had been going downhill for a real long time, so that wasn't exactly unexpected. But then somebody from Ben's work died. He's literally at the funeral for that today, which I was invited to, but I didn't know him very well, so it was just one of those things, like, I think it would probably be better for people who actually knew him to attend, because I don't even fully remember if I even met him. So that just kind of, I don't know, it didn't feel right for me to be there as like someone who was basically a stranger to just kind of more or less show up for free food, I guess. So someone at my husband's work passed away, and then someone who's also like someone else who's sort of like adjacent to my husband's work passed away, and then that person's father passed away. Like I said, people keep fucking dying. Oh. Anyway, so yeah, my husband's work has been very busy doing like events and celebration of life, and today's the funeral and all that stuff. So he's been very busy, leaving home early and coming home late, and so I've been kind of in the middle of all that and helping out where I can, and so, you know, just kind of took some much needed time off from stream, I think, because my head was just so severely not in it. We're also I don't know how much I'm gonna yap about it here. Just basically the gist of what's going on is we're making some adjustments to the schedule. Not just with what's hopefully going to be the more regular occurrence of PNG2, but Tuesday, such as today. But I think what I've decided on is I've been trying to sort of kind of rush through Clair Obscur, and I've decided I'm not really going to do that because it's one of those games where I do enjoy Clair Obscur. It's not that I don't like it. I don't want anyone to get that impression whatsoever. But there are other games that I want to play much more, such as Loop Hero, which is what we're starting today. And it's just one of those things where, like, yeah, I do like Clair Obscur, but I'm not enjoying it probably as much as I could, because my head is elsewhere. Like, I think I would really rather be playing this. So I'm just gonna do what the fuck I feel like. Clair Obscur, I think, is going to be moved to the Wednesday stream slots for right now. I think that's the plan. We might be doing some tweaking as we go on. Adjustments as needed, but that's kind of the gist of it. Anyway, music, shh. We're gonna get into some motherfucking Loop Hero, because that's what I wanna play, damn it. I'm gonna play a game that I wanna play. And ain't nobody gonna stop me. My stream, my rules. Ooh, audio so quiet. There she is. Oh boy. Okay, let me, because I think... is there... Jumping whilst playing is difficult. Yeah, any game that makes me jump, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, maybe this game doesn't have an audio option. You know what, that's fine. This game looks much older than it is, by the way. The fact that there is not an audio option to adjust it kind of reinforces that, methinks. But anyway, how do I back out here? I have a feeling the jump mechanic is designed for jiggle physics. What, in like Clair Obscur? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there it is. Duh, I'm dumb. There we go. There she is. Alright, hey. So, this is Loop Hero, a roguelike deck builder where we just walk in circles all the time. It sounds more fun than it is, I promise. Just don't worry, it'll be fine. I'm also like kind of smushed into a little bit of a weird spot because, again, like, just trust, you'll see. But this is actually not my first go around with this game. Oh, go around. I just accidentally did a, oh no. Anyway, so yeah, I've played this game before. However, I have not finished it. I don't think I've ever even gotten like halfway through before because it's one of those games that's very easy to do like casually. You'll see when we get into it if you're not familiar with this game. But it is quite fun. I enjoyed a good launch. Shall we go ahead and start us? Oh yeah, here's my old game there. I'm gonna start us a new game. We do not want to skip the tutorial. We go. Oh. The stars in the sky are going out, one by one. Uh-oh. But no one notices it. No one can stop it. I'm racing to the last place where there is still hope. I need to make it before it is too late. It's been so long since I've started a new game of this. I literally don't even remember what the intro is now that I think about it. The sounds of agony will quickly fade. Agony. Yeah, I went to the extent of also resetting all my achievements for this game. I probably didn't need to, but like I said, I never finished a game before, so it's like, if you really squint, we're starting our first playthrough. Sorta, kinda, almost, maybe. Anyway, the world will be destroyed. Even the memory of it will be gone. And even if there is absolutely no chance of bringing it all back, there will always be someone who is willing to do the impossible. Whoa. In a place without space, without time, without memories. Oh my lord. Okay. So I'm just gonna, woo, oh look at me, I'm gone, wee. Anyway, where am I? I can't see anything except this path. My head is killing me. I remember only a skeleton with a staff up in the sky. Was it a bird? Was it a plane? This darkness was coming from him. Did he destroy everything around here? Just standing here won't do me any good, I guess. Oh, go fam. Alright, here we go. To change between adventure, traveling through the map, and planning, stop modes, press the switch, right-click, or space. Okay. You know, we probably could actually skip the tutorial. I know how to play. Skippity. Alright, so first things first, we got to build some things. We have a couple things over here. We have stable wood, a log that somebody managed to keep its structural integrity despite the general chaos. Oh, a log that somehow managed to keep its structural integrity despite the general chaos. That's deep. It's just wood, bro. And a preserved rock. We're gonna have like a bunch of resources over here. So we're going to build us a campfire, a common campfire, warm and cozy. Monsters keep away from it, so it's a nice spot to have some rest between your travels. It's also the center of your camp and the starting point of your adventures. The hero, that's us, restores 20% of his max HP upon entering the campfire tile. Swell. And we're going to place that right there. Yeah! So now that we place that, we're gonna go on our very first expedition. Ooh. We're in Chapter 1. This gives us all of the information. It seems very overwhelming at first. Do trust, I'm aware. But it's just one of those things where the more you get into it, the easier it is to grasp. So chapter 1, enemies have 0 to 1 abilities. Enemy strength is -5% because we in the early game, babes. They taking it easy on us. Enemy strength growth plus 2% per loop. Max amount of resources is 10. And our class is warrior. That's the only one we have available right now, so that's the one we are sticking to. And these are all of the cards of what we can potentially come across on our journey. Let's see. Okay, yep. Okay, when we click on it, that gets rid of it. Okay. We don't have anything. Over time, we'll get more things. We're actually going to have to build a proper deck where we have to pick and choose what we want, what is most important to us, and actually, you know, do some, like, strategering and all that. We're gonna have to use our big, juicy thinking brains and plan ahead. But for right now, this is what we got. And we can just stick with everything we got here. So we go and confirm. And we go. Ooh. This path. Everything is wrong, but I remember. It looks like a completely different place, and it's empty again. Do my actions have any meaning? Oh, ain't that the question of the lifetime? Like, I have a choice. If I need to give up and cry to save the world, I am the worst savior of all. Let's do it. So yes, this is the game. We walk around. I do not control the hero's actions. The hero just goes along and fights whatever it comes across. That indicates a new day, that little rooster sound. So yes, we don't participate in the fights at all. On the fighting screen, whatever's going to happen is what's going to happen, which fills me with a good amount of anxiety. But we do get some items here. So we're collecting some items here. Hold up. We are now in the planning phase. Yes, yes. So, we have a couple shields. Both are the same. I'm going to equip one here. And we got some weapons. We got a sword and an axe. Both do the same amount of damage. I will throw that there. So yes, we cannot participate in the fights in any way, shape, or form. Pretty much all we can really do is place these cards wherever we so choose. Alright, so let's see here. We're still pretty early, so I gotta get back into the swing of things. We have a vampire mansion. Hungry eyes follow your every move through the holes in the roof, adds vampires to battles on the tiles around it. So pretty much we encounter a battle with one of these little slime doodads if a vampire mansion is nearby, and the little blue tiles indicated there, it'll add us a vampire. Swell, because who doesn't love vampires? Just ignore the evil laugh. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Probably, maybe. We also have a mountain. It's like a rock, but really big. Plus 5 HP for each adjacent rock or mountain. So what usually I think is best to do with these is to put them not along or close to the pathways here, but sort of like out here in the distance. Because it specifically says for each adjacent rock or mountain. So we want to leave some space to put more rocks, more mountains. We're really building up the landscape here. And then we have 3 meadows, earth covered with a thick carpet of grass. Nothing really interesting unless you're a cow, of course. Heals 2 HP at the start of each day. Lovely. We will also put these over here. Excellent. And then you can see every time we place a thing, it gives us some resources here. This is stuff we have in our bag. And then presuming we get out of here alive, hopefully things will be taken back to camp with us. Anyway, Nothing else to do but continue. Here we go, loop-de-loo. Here we go, loop-de-lie. Ooh, what do we have here? We have a grove, a gentle rustle of leaves, a crack of a dry branch, and a feeling of being watched. Spawns a rat wolf every 2 days. Rat wolves can move to adjacent tiles. Okay. So, I think I want to put that... Where do I want to put that? Here, maybe? I don't want to put it in range of the vampire mansion, I don't think. My strategy, what I tend to do, is I like to sort of front load the area just outside the campfire because, as mentioned, it heals you every time you go through. So your best chance of succeeding at a fight is likely going to be after going through the campfire. That's, my thinking at least. Oh dear gosh. Okay, we have rock. Its magnificent appearance gives you strength plus 3 HP plus 3 more HP for every adjacent rock or mountain. Let's throw that ish right there. Great. And we have more meadows. Again. Alright, we're doing swell. And... uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Back off, human. A vampire? Where are your lands? If your farmers need help, I would be glad to offer it. No more lands, no more flock, only hundreds of years of emptiness. And hundreds of years of hunger. I mean, so true. I do get hangry as well. Mood. Save yourself while you still can. I don't know how long I can keep my head straight. What hundreds of years are you talking about? Your mind is easy to trick, but you can't trick my hunger. It demands its fill. Every sip, every drop of blood will go to satiate it. I'm too weak, but you can help me and I will set this crumbled world right. That's right. I'm doing this not just for myself, but for everyone, in the name of the greater good. So be grateful for my hard work and just let me bleed you dry. I don't know about that, babes. So yeah, you can kind of tell, like, there's a lot going on pretty much everywhere on these screens. So it was a trial and error figuring out where to put, myself. And, still kind of gotta do a little fade out whenever the dialogue boxes come up. But you know what? I think it'll work. If we need to adjust, then we will. Vampires often owned our lands. They kept the peace and helped our settlements prosper. Ooh. Pacifist vampires. But this won't do it all. Now they are just pale shadows of their former selves, both physically and mentally. Apparently, blood of other creatures can't sustain them. He wasn't joking about the hunger. Even the creatures around him were imbued with the power to drain someone else's life. That's your hint. We can hover over enemies in the midst of battle to read some stats, but, it does go by kind of quick. Vampires can give extra stats and abilities to creatures they are fighting alongside. That's great. I love that for me. Anyway, so we did get some more stuff. We got some armor, which is great and swell. Yes, this one does lower max HP, so we'll stick with the one we have. And also a better shield. You can tell that the background color means it will have more stats to it. Like, for example, the one we currently have equipped only does extra defense, but this one with the blue background does defense and 10% vampirism, which is extremely nice, and I will probably gravitate towards that particular stat more often than not, because vampirism kind of, a little self-explanatory. You damage something, you get a little of that damage back in health. Excellent. I love it. Especially because, like I said, we can't participate in battles. We can only heal at very specific points, so I would like to have all the health we can get. Anyway, we have a treasury. This is our next biggest priority. The thick walls guard all kinds of riches from thieves and previous owners. Gives a random basic resource after placing anything on an empty tile around it. Must be surrounded by empty space when you build it. So, what that means, we want to probably put that here, and then we want to start putting other tiles around it, like meadows, things that can go out here in the spaces, because once we fill all those spaces, then we get a lot of good things. We also have a cemetery, a place for the dead, and for some of the living occasionally, spawns a skeleton every 3 days. We'll put that here, methinks. The earlier we are in the game, definitely the more dialogue there is to be had, so there will be some switching back and forth kind of regularly at the beginning part of the game, but the longer we go on, the less necessary it will be. Okay, rock. I do want to put that over here with the mountain. And then we have a battlefield. Why does love always feel like a battlefield? A battlefield. Anyway. It smells of blood and steel, spawns a chest on an adjacent tile each loop. Enemies on the tiles around it can become ghosts when they die. Okay, so on an adjacent tile each loop, I think what I would like to do, typically, I like to put those where it gives the most tiles for a chance to spawn things. Again, we're gonna kind of front load everything towards right after we pass through the campfire. I'm debating, do I want to stack it in with the vampire mansion? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the damn thing. Ooh. We have another mountain. We'll place that there. And we have an Oblivion card. A bit of the Lich's... Lich? Like? Lich? I'm gonna say Lich. If I'm incorrect in pronouncing that, yell at me at the comments, even though by the time this is uploaded on YouTube, I'm well and thoroughly done with this playthrough. Anyway, a bit of the Lich's magic causes anything to be totally forgotten, erases any established tiles, erases monsters from the road. So... yeah, it's pretty much like a big fancy eraser. We're gonna keep that on hand for the moment in case we need it. Which more often than not, I usually don't. I would like to think that, you know, I tend to think things through and placing stuff down, so I don't typically need to erase stuff. Usually, hopefully. Alright, there's a chest! Oh, look at that. Gimme. And it comes with a vampire. It's fine, maybe, hopefully. Okay, ooh, yep. Okay, so here's what I mentioned before. We can hover over enemies, and then it pauses the battle, and we can look at their stats. Undead vampire has a soul. Also comes with 30% vampirism. And we have a slime, the most common of enemies. And then a chest, which is an object. We're going to break that open once we're done here. Ooh, we got another vampire mansion. Ooh, what do we get? We got a ring, pure damage, counter plus 7%, and more vampirism. I will not say no to that. Alright, we have another grove. A gentle rustle of the leaves, a crack, blah, 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 blah. We'll go ahead and place that here, I think. The meadows, we're gonna start stacking those around the treasury. And you can see the meadows placed next to the treasury are blooming. Flowers get a feel for the world and bloom with pleasant smells. Heals 3 HP at the start of each day. I'll put that there. Alright. Excellent. Another vampire mansion. I will put this I'll put that over here, because since it's farther away from the campfire, I would prefer to have that take up fewer tiles than this one over here. We'll do that. Oh, it's a rat wolf! Ew. Disgusting creature. Ooh! Level 4 armor! Ooh, gimme please. Thank you very much. Ooh, did a nice counter there. Ooh, alright, we got a better shield here. Very nice. You can also see the number in the bottom left corner of all of these items is basically the level. So it's like one of those things where previously, if we would have had a level 2 shield, even though it's a blue background, a level 4 shield with a gray background could potentially be better. The general mechanics that come along with, you know, a whole lot of different video games. Y'all know the gist. I presume if y'all are here, you're gamers as well, so I probably don't need to explain it to you. Ooh, a spider cocoon! A silky bastion of 8-legged hunters spawns a spider on an adjacent tile once a day. Okay, I guess we'll put you here. And we will get the mountains and the rocks. There we go. We'll put the rock there. Because I'm trying to do something over here with this little mountain structure. Hopefully, if we get enough cards to do the thing that I'm trying to do, yeah, we'll see when it's done. Ooh, okay, we got another mountain. We will put there. We need one more mountain to put here. And then this rock we will put here. A goblin camp. The sound of backstabbing can be heard from miles away. Spawns a goblin on an adjacent tile twice a day. Appears for every 10 mountain/rock tiles. Yeesh. Alright, so that's something to keep in mind. We can place as many mountain and rock tiles as we want, but it does come with a cost. I suppose theoretically we could use the Oblivion card on there if we so choose. But I think we'll be pretty okay for the moment. We're also, since we're close to the campfire, if we want to, we can leave. Return to camp, click and hold to automatically return to the camp at the campfire tile. I think we're doing pretty okay for now. I think at minimum, I would want to complete the treasury over here. Maybe I'm getting a little bit greedy. This could come back to bite me in the ass, but I think we might be okay, possibly, maybe. I mean, we've been doing pretty alright so far. Oh, another treasury. Oh! A ghost! Oh, shit. Is that because... I think that's because we're near a battlefield. Ooh. Alright, we got lots of new things to check out here. We got this ring. I think... I'm pretty sure gold background is better than blue, so even though this is a higher level, I do like the vampirism though, so I think I'll keep that. Okay, we have another mountain, and we will throw that right there. And then that turns into a mountain peak. A stone giant could support the sky itself if it weren't already gone. Plus 121 max HP, plus 5 max HP for every adjacent mountain/rock tile. Spawns a harpy every 2 days. So again, definitely some give and take there. But I believe that's the only formation to form a mountain peak. Y'all saw where I did mountain in the middle and in the 4 corners, and then a rock on the sides. We also have this as well. A small spot of light in this grim world reduces the maximum number of spawning enemies on the tiles around it. Road lantern effects can stack. So this is nice. This is kind of like, okay, if we're all aboard the struggle bus, let's just kind of let's Let's get a little help here. We'll put this here right before the campfire. Because presumably, we're doing our loop right before we get to the campfire. We could very well be struggling. We'll put that there. And another treasury. Oh boy. I don't want to get too greedy. I'm really going to try to be smart about this. Because if we die, you know, obviously we don't get as much stuff. And I would like to keep all the stuff I get, because having stuff is good. Ooh. Frickin' ghost. Alright, another meadow. Turns into a blooming meadow. And then... we'll put that there, I think. We have another road lantern. We'll put that here, I think. That seems good. Alright, we go. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. And we're now at less than half health. Oh, shit. Oh, no. My hubris! Uh-oh. Okay, yep, okay. Let's fill out this treasury here. Oh boy, that was a lot of stuff. That was so much stuff. Holy moly. Okay. Got a real good sword. Excellent. And another ring. Ooh, regen! Regen is fantastic. Immediately, we're gonna need to use that as much as possible, probably. Let me put that there. That there. Cemetery. Oh, I'll put you there, maybe. Okay. Ooh. I think once we next get to the campfire, we'll call it a round. And then we'll head back to camp. Maybe we can hopefully fill up this treasury as well. That would be really nice. Oh no. Oh no. Our health is not so hot. Ooh. Oh no. What the ghost of a ghost? What do you mean? Oh, Jesus freaking... Hey, we heard you like ghosts, so we turned your ghost into a ghost. Oh, I needed to plan. Oh, shitballs. Okay, give me like 2 seconds, please, and thank you. God damn. Okay, let me throw that there, that there. I think I'm gonna use the Oblivion on this goblin camp here. We're a little bit aboard the struggle bus here. Alright, I'm gonna front load these here because, you know, theoretically, if we leave when we get back to camp, then we ain't gonna be coming back. Ooh, a blood path? Not only ghosts are created in the battlefield, spawns a blood clot every 4 days. Yeah, I believe that's because we have overlapping battlefield auras here. Yikes! It'll be fine, maybe, possibly, hopefully. Who's to say? I'm really hoping I just didn't dick myself over. Ooh, what is this? Damage to all. I mean, 0.6 regen per second, that's not a lot. So maybe it would be in our best interest to upgrade to this? Yeah, we'll go with that. Pardon me, y'all. I'm doing the thing I shouldn't do. I'm checking my messages real super duper quick, like... Okay. I think we should hopefully be in the clear. There is a harpy up there. Ooh, beacon! A worthless landmark in a world with no direction. Plus 40% movement speed within its range. Plus 20 attack speed for all units. Does that mean me as well? Or no, does that mean... I don't think that includes enemies. Because I know later on we can get additional units to aid us. So I think what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna put this here. Just to hopefully give us as much of an advantage as we can on the final stretch here. Ooh. Alright, here we go. Okay, so that's the second treasury. Now we just need to get the fuck out. Oh, I'll put that here. Probably don't need to. That. That. So the goblins are still there, even though we destroyed the camp. The harpy might be tough. I'm a little nervous because of how low our health is. No! What do you mean, no? You want to save the world. You want to ask for help. Our answer is no. How did you... But why no? Oh, and there's a vampire there as well. Oh, I'm fucked. We see far away. We see deep inside. For a long time, there has been an emptiness instead of the sky, but it doesn't stop us from seeing. Your saving of the world is one-sided and naive. Each person sees their own way to save the world. That's why no one will ever join you. Fine, I don't fully understand it, but tell me your version. How do you see saving the world? By my progeny and kin, may they live and be strong. May they join the cycle of life and death. That is life. That is the world. I will kill you and feed your flesh to my starving younglings, and life will go on. And how many lives can your blade prolong as you kill again and again? Only one. I don't want you to die, and I don't want your children to die of hunger. Please, try to see reason. If my mission succeeds, the harpies can have all the sky and all the hunting grounds they need. I can't feed my children with your beautiful words. Farewell. Yeah, I think we might be fucked here, y'all. Ooh. Oh, no. Oh! Holy balls! Holy Jesus, fuck! I feel awful. By fixing one evil, I'm causing another. There's no home for harpies except in the highest mountains, but there's no food there. I can't even imagine how they managed to survive if their mountains were cut off from reality. Eesh. Okay, so somehow we are still alive. We just need to make it here. Technically here. Like, if we step the tiniest foot in this tile, maybe, before we go fight the rat wolves or whatever the fuck, we might be able to go. Theoretically, we can leave at any time, but we only take like a percentage of our stuff with us, which, you know, is not so great. I do want to place all the tiles I can, because sometimes placing tiles gives us things. Oh, shit balls! Oh, man. Oh, dick and balls and ass. Stop! Where did these goblins come from? I don't remember remembering you. We remembered ourselves. Now give us all your things. You have no idea what's going on, right? Why don't you help me restore order in this world first? You can do everything you want when I'm done. Nothing else is listened to reasons of our makes you think these guys will. Goblin must rob. No other order in the world. Fair enough. Guess I don't have any good objection to that. Yeah, you know, girlie's gotta have her hobbies. Oh wait, I do have one. How about... Oh no, don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Oh, they hit fast! Oh no! Ooh! Whoo! Holy moly! It's strange how these creatures appeared here on their own. Maybe it means everything is actually not so bad and the world is trying to restore itself. Yeah, that's a theory, a game theory, and blah blah blah. That or even the apocalypse isn't enough to get rid of some pests. Probably that one. Okay, we have a beacon. Let's do that there and that there. Swell. We have a skeleton. Excuse me.
Hello, sippy sippy, have some water. Oh, hi, honey. Hi, Lago. Oh, he getting settled right back in. There's a good boy. There's my good pup.
Okay, hopefully we just need to make it through the skeleton. And then just insta-pause in that tile over there. Okay, ooh! That's more health regen. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, that's like... Oh! I need to wait. Shit balls. Fuck. No. Oh no. Okay. Oh, let's just throw some shit down. And now we can go. Get the fuck out of here. You consider returning to the cozy camp right now while you're still alive and walking. Good thing the camp is right nearby. Now's the perfect chance. Retreat. You keep all your resources. Yes, please. Get me the fuck out of here. Whew. Alrighty then. Ahem. I can't believe it. Hey, everybody! The boy managed to return! Survivors? Does this mean I'm not alone anymore? Where did you come from? Is there still a place without darkness? We don't know where we came from, that, or we can't remember. These few people are all that's left of our group, I think. You're not sure? We're not sure. We reached that conclusion based on the abandoned luggage and leftover daily rations. Each day we see the signs of other people's presence around us, but as far as we know, they don't exist and never did. It's like we forgot them. Forgot them? Exactly. It's as if people are disappearing every day, and we instantly forget they existed. Just like we forgot where we came from, and our families, maybe even ourselves. My name is Yoda. That I still remember. Everyone else's memories are not much better. That's why I remember so little about myself. Everything is forgotten. But wait, you said I managed to return? That means you remember I was here. Yes, that's why it's so important to us. We saw you leave, but you were gone before we could approach you. Listen, we can't keep wandering in this emptiness anymore. There's a campfire here and enough space for a few sleeping bags. A real luxury in these dark times. What do you say? Of course you can stay. I'd be very grateful if we could team up. I want to put everything right. I'm only beginning to remember the world as it was before. But there's no point to it without other people. It's too lonely without them. Remember the world? I don't get what you're talking about. I'm too exhausted. Tell me about it. My brain hurts. But we'll be glad if you could help us. And we'll be glad to help you. Just don't ask us to follow you out there. I don't know how you managed to return, but for us leaving, the group is too dangerous. Yeah, that's fair. I will ask no such thing of you. For now, I just want to have a place to return to, a place where I can hear other people's voices. Oh, yeah, we're not done with this conversation. Swell! We weren't joking about helping you. Here are a few things that survived the cataclysm and don't vanish. Don't become forgotten. Take it. You might need it.
Oh, she gave me some stuff.
Alright. So, we have plenty more resources than we did before. Swell. Noticeable change? Oy. Alright. So now, this is the part where the game turns into a base builder. So, let us build. The only thing we can currently build at the moment is a field kitchen. A very important place for any camp. If your nose isn't lying, there is good food here. Plus 10% to the campfire's healing power and unlocks the Blood Grove card. Ooh. We saw the Blood Grove before. It kind of spawned by itself, but, now we could do it on purpose, maybe, if we so choose. But we'll place that right here. Oh. Hello, sir. Do you know the difference between a good cook and a bad cook? The food made by a good cook is tastier. I mean, that seems kind of self-explanatory. What, you were waiting for something more elaborate? Sometimes the truth is very simple. Look, I have a cauldron, a hearth, a couple of knives, a bucket of potatoes, 3 onions, and some ham. Nothing special. Everything is very simple. But give me a few minutes and everyone in this camp will be running to my table, following the tasty smell of a good stew. You know what? That's so fair and valid, babes. So, we can't build anything else for the moment because we lack resources. We could only build 1 field kitchen. Some of these later, you can see some of the things we'll be able to build later on. Some of the things we'll be able to build are infinite. But yeah, we got a long road ahead of us. Statistics? Ooh, swell. Well, nothing else to do now but go on another expedition. We did get a new card. We have the Blood Grove. A living forest, it preys on wounded occupants of the tiles around it. May spawn something dreadful from their remains. Can be placed adjacent to the road near other trees. Its roots devour enemies that have less than 15% HP left. So that's nice. But it also says, of course, you know, may spawn something dreadful from their remains. So, you know, we gotta kinda be careful about that. So, I believe this is the max amount of cards that we can currently have in our deck in this particular chapter. We're at chapter 1. Let's confirm that. And away we go! And we start anew with a completely new path. Swell. That on there, thank you. Okay, already we got an axe. We got a mountain. I will throw that there. I'm gonna hold on to the meadow for a moment in case we get a treasury. Because definitely being able to get the treasury going as soon as possible is quite nice. Ooh, an Oblivion card. And a Vampire Mansion. Sure, why not? Another Vampire Mansion? What in the ho is going on here? Yeesh, loading me up with vampires, I see. Ooh. Got a whole bunch of stuff. Got a ring, that's our only one. Shield. Okay. So we have a rock. And... oh, I think I misplaced that mountain F. Oh well, it's fine. The beacon we will put... ooh, that gives us real good coverage there. I like that quite a lot. Okay. Oh boy. More meadow. And more rocks. Alright. We'll do this here because I want to try to build a mountain peak there eventually. Lots of meadows. Ooh. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Boy, it would sure be nice to have something to put these meadows next to. That's not what I asked for, but sure, fine, I'll take it. Let's put you there, methinks. That'll work. Oh, one more max HP, sure. Oh, there we go. There's the good stuff. Alright, let's put you there, you there, you there. Get the blooming meadows going first, because that provides the most benefit. And a spider cocoon. We'll put you... we'll put the spider cocoon there. Sure, that seems fine, maybe. How we're doing? Yeah, as y'all can tell, there's multiple days within a loop. And so sometimes the enemies, they start stacking pretty quick if we don't get through the loop fast enough and deal with them in a timely manner. Eee. Ooh, another treasury. Okay, I'll put you there. I do... I think I will also start working on this treasury as well, the second one. Ideally, I would like to fill out the first treasury before we start working on the second one. But as y'all saw last time, the meadows we put in the corner don't turn into blooming meadows. And since we have all the rock tiles over here that we need to make a mountain peak, if we get more rock tiles, I'll just throw them in the corners here, and that should hopefully be fine. We will see. I'll do that. Ooh, shield. Thank you. Ooh. There's the Blood Grove. Alright, well... let's give this a try. We'll... Oh, okay. So we need to place the Grove first, and then the Blood Grove. Okay, this will be interesting. Hopefully I don't come to regret this. Rock. Oh. Yeah, see, them spiders are spawning real quick. Oy. I'll do that. I mean, I guess technically we can erase monsters anytime we want to from a particular tile. The other thing I'm kind of unsure about, using the Oblivion cards on a tile with enemies, does that like reset the entire tile? Like if, for example, there are monsters within the grove here, do we throw down an Oblivion card there and it erases the monsters and the grove as well? That I actually don't know. Ooh, regen per second, give me. I will always, always, always value health regen above most other things. Because health is a luxury here. Oh dear, oh boy. Oh, okay. Oh, that's getting dicey. What the shit, man? Aw. Damn it. What happened? How? Oh. That was so early compared to the first one. What the hell? You died in battle. Death does not favor the fallen, but it made a little exception for you. Alright, we gotta retreat, and we keep 30% of all our resources. Well, that sucks balls. I'm alive, but how? Thanks to us. A small group of us dragged you back here. It wasn't easy. How did you fight off all those monsters? They nearly killed me. That's also interesting. Many of them were vanishing right before our eyes. Some we managed to avoid, but I think most of the monsters were gone before we left the camp. I think your trips are deeply connected to your memory, my friend. It all fades away as soon as you space out for long enough. Swell. Alright, can we build anything while we're here? Ooh, we can build a refuge. In these dire times, it's your duty to offer help to the needy. Can only be built next to a field kitchen and unlocks a new class, the Rogue. Oh no, we can't build a... Never mind. I'm dumb. For some reason, I thought I had enough. things. I'm hungry. It's almost lunchtime. I need to go get me some foods here in a sec. Take a little bit of a lunch break. Ooh, I forgot we can also upgrade buildings as well. I'm gonna need to remember that. Okay, we'll have to keep that in mind. Anyway, let's go again, hopefully with less failure this time. Yeesh. Alright, we gotta grow. You there. Okay, let's see. Damage to all? That seems nice. We'll do that. Being able to damage multiple enemies at once is quite nice. Ooh. That and that, thank you. Rock. Oh, here we go. A battlefield. Okay. Let's throw the battlefield right there at the beginning. Mountain. Keep the meadow for now. I guess we'll put the grove there as well. Oh boy, what a great and lovely, totally normal chest that will for certain never ever become a fucking giant ass mouth monster abomination. No, that will totally never happen. Alright. Getting a good amount of meadows. Oh boy. Yeah, none of those are good. Oh, there's a vampire mansion. Oh boy. Alright. Well, we don't want to let our hubris get the best of us like it did before. We're gonna try to be careful about that. Ooh. Damage to all counter. You know what? I think even though the ring I have is a level lower, because it is the higher rarity, being the orange, it has more stats that I think I would rather have, even if some of them are at a lower level. I think it'll be fine. Hopefully. I said that last time, and y'all saw how that went. So, yeah. A ghost. Spider cocoon. Guess I'll put you there. Ooh, there we go. Thank you. I would really like a treasury, please. I have so many meadows. I would love to have something to put them next to. That's not at all what I asked for. Ooh, see, because these tiles are already taken, even though these battlefields overlap. They can't make the little blood path. I think I accidentally confused Blood Path with Blood Grove previously, so that's maybe... Ooh, can I kinda... put that there, actually, yeah. Still no treasury. There we go. Oh, thank balls. Jesus Christ, my guy. One more, please. Jesus, that's a lot of enemies at one time. It's okay, it's fine, probably, maybe? Heavy on the maybe? God damn. Oh, we have so much stuff now. Holy balls. Ooh! A lot more max health, regen per second, and vampirism. We got a good amount of regen per second. That's 3 health per second. That's very good. Ooh. Another 1.8 health per second. Ooh, yeah, I think I want to do that. You there. I'll put you there. Okay. So see, look at our health. Even during battle, it goes up. It's very nice. Oh, there it is! The fucking mimic! Oh, Jesus fucking ball sacks. We still get good stuff from it, though, at least. Sheesh. Okay, that does less damage, but the other stats it gives are pretty nice. Another grove. Sure. And we'll also put that there just to be sure. Kind of keep the amount of enemies on these particular tiles kind of tempered down a little bit. We don't want to get overwhelmed. Again. Ooh. That there, I guess. Okay. Ooh! Well, putting the rock here turned this corner one into a blooming meadow. Fascinating. I'm not totally certain I understand how that works. Maybe it's just being next to any tile that's not a meadow will turn a meadow into a blooming meadow. What the fuck, man? A gargoyle? But for why? Okay, we're doing pretty good on health. Don't want to jinx it, but... I mean, we're doing all right. There we go. Especially with all the health regen we have. Ooh, gosh. Health regen per second. Yeah, we'll swap that out. Damage to all. Oh, but that takes down our regen per second. I think I'll keep what I have for now. The health regen is just too goddamn important. Alright. Doing okay. We can get our mountain peak. I am debating nixing that goblin camp. I'll think about it. But I do definitely want to go ahead and fill out this treasury. I'll put that there, I think. Ooh, yeah, you can see the vines. That's the blood grove. It was taking stuff. Ew. Oh no, that's certainly not gonna come back to haunt me later, I'm sure. Eee. Ooh. Gosh, what did that give me? See, but that also takes down my regen. Oh, that might be too good to pass up, though. Oh, here we go. Now we can kind of make up for that a little bit. Extra damage to all and more max health. I think that's a good trade-off. Yeesh. I don't know what I'm doing at any particular point in time, but especially not right now. I try to act like I know what I'm doing in this game. Is not so much. Just because I've played it a decent amount before doesn't mean I actually know what I'm doing all too well. As far as I know, there can only be one mountain peak per run. I think, if I recall, which is a pretty big if, to be fair. I've tried to make multiple mountain peaks before, and it just don't work. I think. Stack up the road lanterns there. Take out as many enemies that can be on a tile at a time. We're doing pretty alright. But I really don't want to get cocky about it. Eesh. There's a lot of ways this could go real wrong real fast. And also, I haven't pointed out this particular meter yet up here. Map completion. When this bar is filled, the boss of this chapter will appear on the campfire tile. And I don't think we're going to be ready for the boss for a while, if I had to guess. So I definitely want to make sure we can be smart about it. Super ghost. Yeesh. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, that's very nice. I'll use that. Alright. Mountain. Mountain. Okay, y'all, too many goblin camps. Y'all get the fuck on out of there. Maybe should have used the Oblivion thing on that there, but... we'll be okay, maybe? 2 goblins and a harpy, though. Yeah. It'll be fine. Probably. Ooh. Heavy on the maybe. Yeah, it might be a decent idea to make this our last loop. This is more damage. We'll swap that out. Oh, yeah. We're definitely not getting as much regen per second anymore, which... that might have been a mistake. No. Oh, what are you? A dark slime? Why do I never... I don't remember seeing a frickin' dark slime before. What is this? Okay. That, I think we'll swap out. Okay, we might be alright. I think all these... I think that row of lanterns over there is really gonna help us out. I'm just gonna throw stuff wherever because we should be on our last loop, I think. I'm not gonna get cocky about it. I want to keep my frickin' stuff. Swap that out. Oh god, okay. Now don't get cocky. Don't get cocky about it. Enraged. Ooh. Enrages after an ally dies, plus 30% damage once per battle. Ooh. Fascinating. Okay, let's see. What do you do? That is better. Put you there for now. I mean... Yeah, I think this has to be our last loop, because even though we're doing well, our health is okay. We pretty much have like a gauntlet to go through here. Like I said, I would very much like to keep my stuff, because that means I can build more things quicker. Alright, so, well that was nice. Another success! You've returned and we still remember you! Unbelievable! Yeah, it's good to be back, but I'd hardly call it a success. My old memories of the world were gone. The path was empty again, and there was only darkness everywhere I looked. Interesting. So technically you remembered that you forgot something. We could find a way to use that. Let's talk about something more positive. We managed to tidy up this place. Time for the next step. What do you have in mind? Expanding the camp! We have people with all sorts of skills, from the cook to the alchemist, but each needs a place to work. However, we can't build anything with the local materials. You find a branch or a rock, turn away for a second, and it's gone. I'm afraid only you can solve this problem. Oh, yeah, we may have built some a little too early. It's fine, don't worry about it. I'm afraid only you can solve this problem. The materials that survive your trips always look suitable for building. But those are just pebbles and splinters. How can you build anything with them? Curious, huh? I realized it when I saw your campfire. The things you find seem to spread stability to similar materials and things. It's only a little change, but it's still something. Even a small branch is enough to make a wooden fence exist without constant oversight. So can we actually build anything? Ooh, we can build an herbalist hut. Hands of the herbalist, always remember how to mix dried herbs and brew healing potions. Potions... Let's see. Potion heals 4% of max HP. You can take up to 3 potions with you. 2 potions are refilled at the camp. Unlocks the swamp card. What are you doing in my swamp? Ooh. Hello, ma'am. It's a miracle. We could find some fertile soil and by a miracle saved... oh, excuse me. Let me try that again. It's a miracle we could find some fertile soil and by a miracle saved some seeds of precious healing herbs. But the real miracle is the friends we made along the way. No, is that all these healing poultices and balms still have some effect. We already lost many people because of the cataclysm. It would be nice to not lose more to any diseases. And these potions can help you as well. Take a vial or 2 on your trip and your chances of getting back in one piece will be much higher. Yeah, I would like that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a real quick lunch break. Go grab some food, refill my water, and then we continue. So I'll be back in just a bit if y'all need to get up and stretch, get a snack or drink, whatever you need to do. Now is the time to do so, and I will return shortly. Y'all behave yourselves.
Alright, hey, got myself some foods, which I'm probably gonna be munching on as we go, because fortunately, this is the type of game where I'm not having to do like constant commentary and talking and all that. So I can just kind of like, you know, kick back and eat a sandwich for a little bit. Alright. Next expedition! Ooh. Alright, we have the swamp. The stench is murderous, or maybe it's the poison. Spawns a mosquito every 3 days. All healing effects are lethal here, except for the potions. They are still on your side. I never use the swamp card. Never have. Don't want to. It sounds terrible. And then the chrono crystals. Crystals that are able to refract not only the light of the rising sun, but the passage of dawn itself. Doubles the effect of a day's passing on the tiles around it. That's not one I particularly dislike, but since we're already at the max, we can't really... Yeah, we can't take it anyway, so we're just gonna kind of ignore that for right now and stick with the loadout we have got. Don't do that there. Oh, goddamn. Ooh. Shield. A grove. Let's put you here, methinks? Sure, why not? Half of this is strategizing and the other half is just making shit up as I go. That's pretty much par for the course. Oh, and here are our potions. Your trusty travel companion heals you by 4% HP when your life is in danger. The fewer you have, the more you cherish them. Swell. Mango. A lot of rocks and grass. Goddamn, dude. I mean, I guess we could start building out what's going to be the mountain peak. Sure. Cemetery, I'll put there, I guess. Oh. You only gave me rocks? How dare you, fucker. Ooh, there we go. That's much better. So, getting a whole lot of rocks.
Not even the rocks I want. Oh, goddamn. Holy shit. I'll take that, thank you. Ooh, sudden jump to level 4 sword. Thank you. Alright, we're doing okay. No vampire mansions so far, which, you know, probably helps a good bit. Okay, I'm gonna need to start placing some of these meadows, because I think if I start accumulating too many cards, then I'm literally gonna lose them. Meanwhile, I have grease dripping down the side of my hand from my fucking sandwich that I'm eating. Oh, God. Okay, Put you there, maybe? Sure. Why not? Why not? The card RNG is just not on our side for this run. They're just giving us constant rocks and grass. Ah! Okay, maybe I'll start building a little thing over here. Sure. I guess. Why not? This is great and fine. Of course, now that I've just placed all those, this is when I'm definitely gonna get a treasury. Just y'all watch. Damage to all. Ooh, that is really good damage to all, though. I think I'll keep that one. And the regen is also good. I'll keep that. Oh, there's a vampire mansion. A mountain. Take that. Okay. Oh, fine. Instant regret. Instant regret. Ooh, 3 health per second. Okay, not too bad. I'm almost done with my sandwich. Just got a couple more bites. What? None of these are the things that I want. Pain. Fine. Ooh. No, I'll keep the regen. That does better damage. Yeah, I think this is better. Let me have a little peek over here. Oops, sorry. Okay. Just had to peek at my audio settings for a second.
Alright, well, we got our mountain peak. That's great and swell. Still have a lot of freaking grass. Let me just get rid of y'all. Cannot be bothered. Oh my god, we got so many freaking rocks! Put you there. Sure. This is fine. I'm not at all bitter that I'm not getting the very specific things that I want. This is so fine. So swell and fine. I wonder what that little notch is. Oh, thank balls, finally. Get that shit right there. You there. You there. You. And of course, now we need more rocks and grass. Oh, it's just like the thing I said. Shit damn. Alright, done eating. Ooh. That does better defense. Much better defense. But the damage to all is really nice. I do really like the damage to all. We'll keep going. Ooh, Blood Grove. Ooh. Alright, we'll swap that one out. But the one I have gives 3 regen per second, and that's huge. Maybe we keep going. I do want to place the Blood Grove there. So we'll do that. Rock. I don't have anywhere to put this plate. My desk is a disaster zone. Oh shit. Hold up. Okay, that'll have to do for now. A stack of dishes precariously balanced on the corner of my desk. What could possibly go wrong? Oy, it's fine. Hell's getting a little dicey. Used a potion. Eek. Okay, but we can finish up this treasury. Okay, so... perhaps... let me think. Snuggle pup. Here. Were you not done snoozing? Come here, baby. I have acquired the puppy once more.
Okay.
I feel like I should also mention, I'm not 100% sure if it still applies today, but I know back when things were happening with Russia and the general, all of that, and there were a bunch of sanctions being placed and all that, because the developers of this game are Russian. And I think it definitely, as far as I know, to the best of my understanding, was for sure one of those situations where, like, the citizens who know better and mean better are punished by the actions of their shitty government officials. So the developers were like, oh, y'all in other countries, and the developers were like, oh, well, y'all in other countries, like, can't buy our game and stuff, then pirate it, please. Like, they just wanted people to enjoy their game, even if they weren't making money off of it, which I think is really swell. You can see who plays that there. One of them fucking goblin-ass bitches disappears. Ugh. Yeah, I think this might definitely be our last loop on this run. What? What is happening with my audio settings? Hello? I think my PNG tuber just might be just the teeniest, tiniest touch borked. Which, I mean, as long as it generally works and y'all can hear me fine, I sort of don't care. But I can't hear myself, so, you know, if there's anything weird going on with the audio, y'all feel free to scream at me in the chat. Ooh, another blood grove. Put you there, methinks. You there. Oh, fuck right off. Put you there as well, yeah. Okay. Lago, this is... I know. I was eating food, I have stuff on my hands, this is not the time for licks. So love you very much, though. You there, and I will, I don't know, put you there, maybe? Ooh, get fucking got by plants, asshole. Oh, that is so much better defense. But the damage to all is so nice. Hopefully the rest of the way we won't be encountering multiple enemies at once, so I'm gonna take a gamble there. Ow, man, you hurt. Ooh, Oblivion card. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. Oh, that's very nice. Give me that. Meadow, put you there. Meadow and a meadow. Okay. Do I want to risk one more lap? Maybe. I'm getting really cocky and greedy right now. This is probably not going to work out so swell for me. Because enemies do get stronger with every loop.
Okay. Gotta remember, we also have the Oblivion card, which we will make use of if need be. This, I think, is definitely better. Even though it lessens our regen per second, still definitely better. Okay, Road Lantern, where do I want to put you? Maybe here? Take out another thing in that tile? Maybe that way we don't have to use our Oblivion card? I haven't placed this Vampire Mansion yet, which maybe I should. I don't know. Vampires, I feel like, are kind of one of those things where, like... it's kind of nice in theory for the moment. There are plenty of ways we can make use of them later on. Ooh. Okay. We're doing so great and fine and swell. Alright, we continue. You there, you there. Okay, I think this is definitely going to be our last loop for realsies for sure this time. Oh! There's a little blood thing. There's a little thing that emerged from the blood grove. I do not want to have to deal with that. Thanks, but no thanks. Ooh. We might fill up the gauge before we complete our loop. We do have the option to run away instead of fighting the boss, which more than likely I'm probably gonna end up taking because I really don't think we're particularly ready. Jesus Christ, you fuck off. Okay. Oh, that does much better damage. And way better damage to all. Yes, please. I don't know. Do we want to try to fight the boss? I feel like it's gonna so severely not go in my favor. We haven't gotten the pop-up thing yet. Oh, there we go. Shit's getting real now, babes. Do we want to try to fight the boss? I feel like it's gonna go... Oh. I feel like if I try to fight the boss now, it's gonna go so spectacularly not well for me. I mean, we've been doing kind of okay so far. But that's just with average enemies. Oh, let's see what some of these are. The Lich's Palace. It was here that the sorcerer Omnicron conducted his futile experiments in an attempt to stop the heat death of the universe. Every palace increases Lich's HP and damage by 5%. Well, fuck that. Get out of here with all of that. Okay, so we just obliterated a palace and the spiders that were there, so that's good to know. The Oblivion card does in fact wipe out a tile entirely. I
place another beacon here. I don't know if the beacon effects stack. I know the lantern ones do. I don't know if the beacons do. But it couldn't hurt. I guess we're gonna give this a try. In before instant regret. Oh god. Oh. Yeesh.
How is it possible?
That's right, you didn't devour me like the rest of the world.
Haven't I? You really don't think so?
What are you talking about? I'm standing right in front of you. Give some eyes, buddy.
I consumed all of your reality. Its every element now rests in a separate pocket dimension. Spaces, living beings, information, even memories. They shall remain there until entropy does its work, turning everything into a uniform static mess. Along with you, of course.
You're insane!
So, what do we have here? I see. You found a way to interact with other pieces of your reality. Organizing, combining, and merging them. But how? I don't see any exceptional talents or knowledge in you.
Okay, wow, rude.
You hardly even understand what's happening, right?
I'll tell you what's happening. A pile of bones is butchering my world and thinks that it can get away with it. You're already doomed and you know it.
Perhaps you're just the first in a series of systematic errors. A problem I must learn to solve. Let's not waste any time, then.
I don't think you're capable of feeling regret, but I'm about to change that. Oh shit, man. I don't think this is gonna go well at all. Lich, Undead Cosmic Mage has a soul researcher. Health and damage are increased by 5% for every Lich's Palace. At the start of the battle, there's 3. We got rid of 1, so there's that at least. Ooh. Yeah, he hits kind of hard. I think this may have been a mistake, besties. Oh no! All our potions are gone! Oh no! Fuck! We got him below half health, though. So that's something. Man. Oy. Can we upgrade anything? No, can't upgrade that. Can we upgrade the campfire? No, we can't. Okay. Ooh, we can build a gymnasium or a farm. Ooh, let's see. A gymnasium, a place where you'll learn to read, write, and be polite to your teacher. Physical training takes priority. Unlocks the ability to gain special traits for killing enough enemies during an expedition, and unlocks the village card. The village card, I think, is pretty nice, if I recall correctly. And then the farm? Farmers' crops are always a welcome sight on the dinner table. All empty tiles around the farm are transformed into gardens. After an expedition, it gives you 1 ration for every completed loop, but not more than there are garden tiles around the farm. You can build something over the garden. Unlocks the ability to craft food if the supply depot is built, which it's not. Unlocks the wheat fields card. I think I would rather go for the gymnasium. Yeah. So we'll do that. Ooh. I see. You don't have to rack your brains for old facts if you can just learn them again. Nice trick. We basically built a school. There's no trickery here. Without education, we would degrade into savagery. You know, you could also learn something new. We could all get together and share our useful knowledge and skills. Nah, I already know all I need. I'll leave lessons to the kids. Ha ha. Anyway. And here's your first lesson. Learn to enjoy learning. That would make life easier for you and me both. Ain't that the truth? Alright. So, that opens this, our trait deck, which, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've messed around with a whole bunch before. Ooh. I think all of these might just generally be kind of unlocked? Possibly? Unsure, I don't entirely know how it works. I can't change anything, or perhaps it's just because we're still so early in the game. But we have some things like Card Sharp, 10% chance to keep the card after placing its tile. Doesn't work for golden cards. Ooh. Then Surveyor, each time the hero passes through a tile, he will heal for 0.5 times the loop number HP for each non-road tile around it. Then Second Thoughts, you will get a new choice of 3 traits, doesn't cost a trait point. The hero leaves 10% of his findings in the camp when passing through the campfire tile. And Blissful Ignorance deals you a hand of oblivion. Blissful Ignorance deals you a full hand of Oblivion cards. From now on, using Oblivion cards heals the hero by 10% of his max HP. I literally wasn't even talking there. Why is my PNG tuber going? This is so weird. These are things I think we collect during the expedition itself. So I think we'll play around with those more as we go. Let's go here. We have the village tile, which I do quite like. What do we want to take out, possibly? Maybe we'll take out the cemetery in favor of the village tile. I would like to do that. Let's do that. The cemetery doesn't do a whole ton for us besides just spawning skeletons, and I think villages are far more useful. Ooh, we have another meter here. Heroes health and EXP points. I think once the EXP meter is full, then we can choose a skill, if I recall correctly. Ooh, there's a village. First they'll feed you, then they'll make you work. Heals 20 HP upon entering and gives you a quest. That sounds a lot more complicated than it really is. I think the quest is typically just random. I think the quests are typically just kill a randomly assigned enemy, if I recall correctly. So we shall place the village right about here, a good bit before the end. A nice spot that would be nice to have some heals at. And we'll put you there. Okay. Ooh, treasury right off the bat. There we fucking go. Excellent. Ooh. This'll be interesting. Let's place the vampire's mansion right there. Now that alters the village. Turns it into a ransacked village. The farmers couldn't fight off a hungry vampire. They could still fight you off, though. Spawns up to 4 ghouls once per loop, then transforms into something useful after 3 loops. So that's very nice to get this early on. You know, assuming we can survive it at least. Oh, yeah, there's the ghouls. That's a lot of dead things. Oh boy. What's that? Okay. Not too shabby, I think. And it always spawns 4 ghouls. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'll keep the one we got. We'll put the grove here, methinks, and then the road lantern. Can we put that here? Get rid of some of them frickin' ghouls! Goddamn! Too many of you! Oh, I feel like I gotta sneeze. Another treasury! Ah, shit, dude. Okay, put you there. I think.
Okay. This might be fine. Presuming we can get enough meadow cards. Ooh, let's see, what do we got? More defense, and then that is much more damage. I'll keep the regen for now. Okay, that's the second loop through the ransacked village. Ooh! Hold up! Hold up! Now we can choose a new trait. We've got Survivalist, Blissful Ignorance, and Dominant Mass. I think Survivalist out of these would be nice. I definitely don't want a full hand of Oblivion cards. Good on that, thanks. And a battlefield. We'll put you there. You there. Okay, now we just need a bunch of meadows. Ooh, Blood Grove! We'll put you there. That seems fine, maybe, hopefully, possibly. Spider? Put you there. Alright, this should be the last loop for the ransacked village. Presuming we make it through here. Come on, y'all. You can do it. Come on, hero. Ooh, this hurts. That really hurts. Why does that hurt so bad? Jesus balls. Whew. Alright. Still a ransacked village. Maybe we need to do one more, possibly. I don't know. Alright, we got that. And let's see. That does less max HP, but I think it does better stuff. Let's do that one as well. Okay, I think we're fine. Our health ain't looking so hot. Gonna need a little assistance here. I'll hold on to these for right now in case I need to real quick throw something on the treasury there. There we go. All right. The ransacked village has turned into the Count's lands. The village is thriving under the vampire's protection, and its inhabitants are very generous. Now heals 75 HP upon entering and gives you a quest with a better reward. Worth it. Since we survived, at least. If we didn't survive, you know, that definitely wouldn't have been worth it. But, you know, since we did survive, I think it was pretty worth it. Start building up a mountain peak over here. You fuck off. Ooh, another village. Let's put you here, maybe. Oh. Bandit camp? Masters of trading their poverty for someone else's life. Spawns a bandit on an adjacent tile every 2 days. Bandits prefer villages. Appears for every 2 village tiles. Ooh. I forgot about those. We could get rid of that.
if we so choose, but maybe we'll just kind of see what happens, how it goes. Oh, here we go. The last meadow we need. Phew. Very swell, very nice. Hold on to the meadows for right now. I don't remember... I don't remember if village tiles have to be directly next to a vampire's mansion to turn into a ransacked village. Or if they can just be kind of within the general vicinity. I'm gonna... well, I guess in order to be in the general vicinity, it would have to be next to it. Never mind. I'm goofy. I'm gonna put you there. I'm gonna leave this village alone. Let it be. We're doing all right. Was definitely getting kind of dicey for a bit. Oh, whom's the fuck? Hey, I don't remember you. You don't look like a local. And that's because I'm not. I see. You think you can just wander these parts without consequences? Times are rough, you know. Nothing to buy, nothing to wet one's whistle, and we have to deal with strangers who have no sympathy for our poverty. What? Think you're better than us? No. Maybe a little. Did I guess right? Is this the correct answer? Because I'm getting the impression this is one of those cases where my answer has zero influence on what happens next. Well, you've got insight, and it's the only thing you will keep today. We'll see about that. Bitch! Ha 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 ha! Come to think of it, murderers and thieves are part of this world too. If my mission is to return everything back to normal, should I be happy they're appearing again? On the other hand, being disgusted with murder and theft is also part of this world, so I guess I don't owe it to anyone to be happy. Very philosophical there. And we got a quest from the village to kill this one? Yeah, this is the quest goal, which gives additional health. Yeek. Ooh, but that's not so bad. I think maybe we have to loop around back to the village in order to get our reward, maybe, methinks. Do I want to place this village? I think I do. But too many quests means more... But the more quests I get means more enemies that are going to have higher HP. Maybe we'll do one more and just kind of be careful about it. Oh, shit. That there. And I think that's fine. And I think that's good for now. Mountain. Alright. So far, so good. Ooh. Oh, very nice. I will have that. You can tell what our quest goal is by the little crown above their heads on the map. Hey. Oh. Okay. Let's get a beacon here. Mountain there so we get our peak. And then... I guess we'll place some meadows down over here. I need to adjust. Oh, hopefully Puppy doesn't get too disturbed. Oh, it's okay, honey. Here, you can settle back down. It's okay. There we go. There's my good boy.
Oh, did y'all hear the big sleepy sigh? Oh, I know. I'm sorry Mommy had to disturb your nap. Alright, we go. Okay. A lot of spiders. I mean, I don't know, maybe we'll keep them a little spread out. I don't know how I feel about that. Put that there. That there. That seems fine, maybe. Ooh! Treasury! I will put you there. I don't know if we're going to be able to complete that, though, because I'm not going to lie, I'm getting a touch antsy with this run already. We'll do that. 2 gargoyles, holy balls. I could do with less of that, thank you very much. I think I'm gonna put that there. I don't want the battlefields to overlap. That seems like bad news bears. Ooh. Thank you, Countslands. Oh, and we got a new doodly dad. There we go. Ooh. Okay. Fences increased by 1 after every loop. I don't think we're going to be doing that many more loops, if I'm being entirely honest. Let's do Surveyor. Because I'm always about that health. Y'all know. I'm a healer above all else. We got a bazillion vampires mansions. I don't know if we're even going to be making use of, because that... Just loading up the map with vampires sounds like a real bad idea, in my opinion. Alright, a lantern. We'll put you there. I'll keep that for now, actually. Jesus Christ. Just whacking down the spider in one hit. Okay. Get you there. Bow, bow, bow. Oop, hold up. Slow down. Damage to all. I think, even though this is a lower level shield, we're dealing with more, like multiple enemies per tile. I think that would be useful to have. More damage to all. I'm keeping the regen. I feel like I have to. That's all I have. What is that? What does that mean? Why does it have a lock on it? I've literally never seen that before. Does that mean it's locked there and I can't swap it out? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Like I said, I've played this game a bit before, but I'm certainly far from an expert. See meadow there. I'll put you there. Oh, there goes one of our Oblivion cards. Yeah, we start accumulating too many cards, we start losing them.
Which is less fun. Oh, fuck off. You know what? No, I think they're okay for now, actually. Ugh! We just throw some rocks down here. You, I think I will get rid of. Because fuck you and your mother. Holy shit. Oh. Oh, I'm so torn. For both of these. I'll do that. Okay. I'll do that. Sure. I may regret that immediately. The damage to all is so good, though. Another village. Oh. Ooh. Yep. Gotta take that. Got to. Okay. Beacon. I'll put you here. And another grove. I'll put you there. Alright, I think that's fine. We're just collecting vampire mansions, apparently. Okay. Let's do you there, and you there. Okay. Do I want to put down this village? I don't know. We're almost not too far from map completion. I think one more loop will do it. But I still don't think we're ready for the boss, though, is the thing. Your damage? Nah. Put that there, sure. I'll put you there. Blood Grove. I'll put you there. You there, okay. We're getting to the point where even the basic rarity stuff is gonna be better than what we have. Oh man. Yeah, I think this should probably be the last loop. Just to be on the safe side. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think we're equipped enough for the boss. Can I just kind of like get rid of y'all there? Thank you very much. Put you there. I'll just throw down all the things before we go. Okay, so we should be able to leave before we get to the boss. There we go. Okay. We'll place that down. And then get me the fuck out of here! Bye! Jesus Christ. Alright. Well, we can upgrade our field kitchen. Let's see. Adds to the campfire's healing powers. And increases item slots. Can we build anything else? We can build a farm. I don't think I'm going to build a farm yet. That's one of those things we can build, like, theoretically an infinite number of. We'll upgrade the field kitchen, sure. There we go. Excellent. Congratulations, hero! These new cauldrons will make life better, not just for you, but for the whole camp. To celebrate, you can write down a new recipe. Grate full of potatoes and half a block of cheese, mixed together with a pot of sour cream, then bake for an hour. Oh, that sounds delicious. Only fried eggs are easier and tastier than this. Oh my god, that sounds so freaking good. And I want it now. Put it in my face right fucking now. Alright. Well, on that note, I think that one will, in fact, do it for stream today. So, I appreciate y'all so very much for hanging out with me today. We should hopefully, assuming the schedule does not start getting fluid again, we should be back tomorrow for Clair Obscur. Hopefully. I'm gonna try to make it like a good, decent size session and all that. I'm not currently getting achievements for this game for some reason. I think I might have broke it when I reset. Ah, well. Anyways, I appreciate y'all so very much for hanging out with me, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it may be for you. And until next time, I will see you folks later. Bye!